Welcome to episode 8 of the Ultimate Adventure Van build, where I'm gonna turn all of this into the most versatile camper van floor. Alright, so here's the deal. In the last episode we finished up framing the floor, which means now we can tackle the actual plywood. I did cut the last episode a bit short because I felt really sick. It's still not much better, but I just can't hold off building the van any longer, otherwise we're never gonna make it to the Arctic Circle. So I've got all of those huge cardboard boxes from the installation, so why don't we use those to create a template for the floor, because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare to cut out around everything. So I got the cardboard fitted in there, however it's super flimsy and I'm not sure how I can fixate it so it transfers nice on the plywood, because yeah, it was $300 and we only got one try. I'm thinking about using the fast setting glue, then we're gonna cut it out a tad on the bigger side so we can still make some adjustments. So far so good, but I have no clue if it's gonna hold up. What I do know is the glue is super sticky. I've got it all over my hands and there's literally no way to get it off without ripping off my skin, and I would rather not do that. That actually worked out way better than I anticipated. We've got light. It's actually 7 p.m. I'm super tired and it's Halloween today, so I hope I don't get spooked by any kids. It's way too slippery. That doesn't stick at all. So I guess I gotta get some permanent markers. And black on black, that's just not optimal. Alright, I'm tired. And yeah, I think we'll call it a day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. So the pen didn't work at all yesterday, which means I gotta figure out another way to transfer the template onto the plywood. But first, let's quickly have a look if the paper actually matches the car. It looks like this may have worked, but I'm not entirely sure until it dries. But in the meantime, let's grab a quick coffee and then we're gonna have a look at the battery compartment. Now I did check how good the paint stays on. It kind of worked, but I can still just rub it. Here it doesn't work, wait. Here I can rub it off though. No, I can. That's awesome. I'm gonna grab my new jigsaw, we're gonna unbox it, and then let's get to cutting. Alright, so first time I'm gonna open up the new jigsaw. A little guide for the front. Sun just came out big time, so why don't we pull everything out of the carport and get on with cutting out the floor out here so I have it a little bit easier with cleaning it up. Yesterday's sunset was absolutely beautiful. Now on day 3 of this episode, yeah, there's no sun to be found and the temperatures are much lower, but yeah, I've only got about 5 hours to work on the van today. And also I just realized, I think in the intro I said it's episode 8, which is wrong, it's episode 9 of course. Now it's time to router everything out. I haven't used this machine in about 4 years, except for rounding over the edges, so we'll see how that goes. First, I gotta fill up my battery and have a little croissant. Cheers. That's good. Now that took way too long, but I'm super happy with the results. They sit perfectly flush and I wouldn't even have to bolt them in. They sit so snug. Now the only thing left to do with the plywood is to paint the now exposed layers, and then it's actually good to go for the installation, but that will have to wait a bit.